He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But come at the hour.
More units, more units.
Come at the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running, out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, standby.
On target with their firearms unit. In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running, off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the floor! Get on the ground, get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
It's just another day in paradise.
Coming up, a wham-bam reverse ram.
Yeah, I've been rammed. It's reversing into me over. It's 3 up. Reverse ramming.
Come out, wherever you are.
Right, you! Anybody under that mattress, come out now and show yourself! Running!
And a runner leads cops up the garden path.
Stay where you are! Stay where you are! Put your hands in your head!
Kingsley Coast. Just have a look where that is, will you, please?
It's the early hours of a Tuesday morning.
Is that Bradford?
Yeah, Berkshire.
Yeah, we're pretty close, actually.
Interceptors Claire Gray and Jamie Beck have just received word of a house break-in 4 miles away.
50 also. So we've got reports of a burglary ongoing, which isn't too far away from where we are at the minute. 2 males have been seen remotely. It looks like the occupants are not in, but they're getting notifications to the phone so they can see that the CCTV, that somebody's broken into the house. So we're just going to head over.
Meatloaf fan Claire would do anything for a fellow interceptor. And when she gets the call, she goes like a bat out of hell.
It's great up here, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
Not even going that going from.
They better buckle up because the night's just getting going.
7-8 Ford King Silver making off.
There's a car making off from somebody, then it might be coming up here now from this job.
Nearby, Interceptor Bob Hoyle is in hot pursuit of a Ford KA.
Back round the estate, back to Whitehall.
It was first spotted near the address of the break-in.
And then left towards the roundabout.
And the driver's not hanging around for a chat. Burglary 1 minute, a runaway motor the next.
Police involved in this job on Berkshire.
Cops have put 2 and 2 together and they think they've got the wanted man.
Requesting team back authorities.
Bob wants backup.
Speed 70, safety continuum.
And it can't come soon enough. This character needs bringing off the roads pronto. Finally, it looks like he's throwing in the towel, but instead, he goes for a sucker punch.
7-8, yeah, I've been rounded, reversing into me over. It's 3 up. Reverse ramming. Any units to assist over.
After a triple whammy, he winds up for the knockout blow. But bottles it and heads for the hills.
Yeah, I've been rammed several times. It's gone down an unmade track. I'm following for a short distance.
It may be a useful battering ram, but the little Ford is no off-roader.
Yeah, they're out and running over.
Having decamped, a combination of long grass and baggy trousers floors the runners at the rear.
I'm running, Albert.
But he's up and away with Bob hot on his heels.
What did he say then, Bob?
Tango 49 on there.
Is he still chasing it? Did he say right on foot?
Bravo Tango 49, thank you. Romeo 78,
No,
further
no,
please,
no.
you in order.
Claire and Jamie are now in the hunt for the 3 runners.
There's middle lanes here on our right. It was where I saw him. I thought I saw blue lights.
By the time they arrive, other interceptors are there too.
Yeah.
Slot somewhere.
Right, so if I go to bottom and right into industrial bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put containment on this in case it come out.
Right.
Suddenly, there's good news.
Got one.
Cops have collared one of the lads in a field and he's on his way to the nick. That leaves 2 still on the run.
Dog units on the way.
Yeah.
With the search underway, Claire and Jamie lock down the area.
We're just standing here, just on the off chance that somebody is maybe making their way back up this field and they decide to come back out up this side. So we've got officers at the bottom, we've got officers on that road there, so it's just containment purposes. The dog's out tracking, so see if the dog picks anything up and is sent up.
But a half-hour manhunt draws a blank. Time for a change of tack.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to come out here now, and there's another one of our cars just over there. So I'll go a bit further up there because I think they may be trying to make the way away from where we are. But it's all guesswork, isn't it? It's being lucky, I guess.
The dogs have failed to pick up a scent, and it seems the remaining runners have slipped through the net.
Nothing, mate, no. Right, they're long gone, aren't they?
So, I think it's even through woods, even if you just dip off path, you're over fences and you're out, or you're back
And they'll
up,
know
back
it,
up
won't
here.
they? They'll know it like back of their hands. Oh, well, at least you've had a stretch of your legs, lad, haven't you?
They have managed to retrieve the dodgy-looking Ford from the track at the top of the field, which Claire reckons is an achievement in itself.
It's probably what we call a pull car, and it's just passed around from criminals to criminals, and they use it to go and commit crime. And that's seemingly what they've done this evening. But it's another one of those vehicles off the road, so that's what we want. We want to disrupt them. We want to catch them as well, but if we can't catch them, at least we've disrupted them.
The lad was arrested for dangerous driving, failed to stop, aggravated vehicle taking and criminal damage. He was released without charge due to insufficient evidence. Cops are yet to catch up with his fleet-footed mates.
Well, we got one. Meatloaf said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 1 out of 3 ain't bad either.
Still to come,
Dog's on a lead.
a barking bust for the dog unit
Keep coming out slowly. Slowly.
and
They're running.
a fence jumper gives cops the runaround.
He's going towards that way. Come on, no. Come on, no.
When it comes to fighting crime, sometimes 4 legs are better than 2.
Stop it.
In West Yorkshire, 34 fearless and specially trained police dogs form a unique unit within the force.
It's in finding what you call good kill.
They sniff out drugs, take down the country's most wanted,
Right. Show us your hand. Show us your hand.
and turn wannabe bad guys into quivering jelly babies.
Lay on the floor down here.
Police officer, dog, show yourself. No, the dog's on a lead.
Let's go. In.
These criminals, the sight of a police officer, 2 or 3 police officers, might not have any effect on them. But you get a dog out with 42 teeth snapping at them. A lot of times that's all it takes for that suspect to think, I'll pack it in now, I'll give up because I don't want them teeth getting hold of me.
Dog handler Duncan Matthews has just been dispatched to a residential address southwest of the city centre.
There's an alarm in a property in Morley, and that's been triggered a few times tonight. So we've had a call from the alarm company saying that that's gone off. Officers have got there and they've heard noises inside the building, so they've got it contained at the moment. So we're going to go down there and see if we can search the building or what the situation is with regards to searching.
Canine connoisseur Dunk has been catching crims red-handed for 2 decades. That's well over a century in dog years.
Hello, mate.
The scene of the suspected break-in is a ground floor flat. It was boarded up by cops a few days ago following a separate incident and is supposed to be vacant.
Does somebody say that they've heard something in there as well?
We've heard a few crashes and bangs.
From in here?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
Still, the dog unit is here, we're just waiting for our keys now.
Officers reckon the intruders are still inside, but Dunk must be cautious.
That window, it's not safe to put the dog through, so all we're waiting for at the moment is for the keys to come down. We'll get the door unlocked and then we can go in and search it.
The front door keys are being delivered from the local police station. Dunk's partner Tia will be first over the threshold.
Police! Police with a dog! Anybody in the property? Come out now, show yourself! You show yourself now or coming in with a dog to search?
Canine cops like Tia have noses 10,000 times more sensitive than ours. They can pick up on foul smells from over a mile away. So sniffing someone iffy in here should be puppy's play. A bark to Dunk will indicate she's picked up a scent.
Right, you! Anybody under that mattress, come out now and show yourself! Come out! Dog's on a lead!
No movement, but something's clearly got up Tia's nose.
Right, keep moving! Keep coming out slowly! Slowly! We've got somebody in here.
Tia strikes fear into the hearts of even the most hardened criminals.
Keep coming out, the dog's on a lead! When you come out, show me your hands, no sudden movements! Stand up! Stand up! Step over that sofa! Step over that sofa now! Go towards those officers!
The suspected burglar had somehow folded himself inside an old mattress.
So the time is 10 to 1 in the morning. You're under suspicion of burglary. You understand? You have to say
Tia 1, intruders 0.
Good girl. Good girl, Tia. Yes, you are. Good girl.
But cops aren't done at the property just yet.
I can't get through into the room at the front where there's actually the point of entry because there's that much glass on the floor. I can't do it with the dog. So I'm going to need to do that and just turn everything upside down to make sure that there's nobody else in there as well.
There's a room at the back Tia can't search because of the shattered window, but she's desperate to get back in the front for another sniff around.
Tia.
Hey! Another! Another one! Come out! Show us your hands! Show us your hands! Come out slowly! Keep coming!
Turn him out. Turn him out.
Just keep your hands out of your pocket. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
The second suspect comes out as quietly as the first.
Shall we
That's 2-0 to Tia.
I mean, we've gone in here. This was all covered up. There was the ironing board and stuff against that. And this was, initially, it didn't even look like it was a cupboard. And then I've opened it and straight away she's pulled me in there and I could see him stood hiding in amongst the bikes and all the other clothing that's in there.
Good girl. Good girl.
I've done the bits that I'm happy with, but because of that room with all the glass in, that one there, I can't get in and search it with the dog, so I'll stay here on containment. They can go in and search it properly. But with the way they were concealing themselves, it needs turning upside down.
While Dunk and Tia hold the fort, cops root around in the one room that hasn't yet been searched.
Okay. All clear? Yeah.
Meanwhile, one of the suspects has admitted they were in the flat looking for a lawnmower.
Yeah, it looks like this is what they've used to smash through the window to gain entry to the property. Yeah, they're going to get taken down to the station and obviously be interviewed as to why they were in this premises and have had to break into it. They've been arrested at this moment in time on suspicion of burglary, so we'll see what happens with that.
Across England and Wales, almost 10,000 homes are burgled every single week. Actually catching a burglar in the act is rare, which makes tonight's victory even sweeter.
First job of the night and we've got 2 prisoners for burglary. You can't ask for better than that, really, can you?
Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, you are.
But Dunk's not taking credit for tonight's bust.
Being without a dog, you'd have been happy that this room was clear. You know, their nose is that good that she's in amongst all this debris and filth, basically. She's identified that there's somebody buried under there, and, you know, we've managed to get him out. He's locked up for burglary now, the same way that his mate who was hiding in the cupboard was as well.
Tia's pedigree chums were arrested for burglary, but after a thorough investigation, were released without charge due to insufficient evidence. Every dog has its day, but tonight belongs to Tia.
Decent result for the first job anyway, so 2 prisoners in the trap. See what we can get the next one.
In Leeds city centre, the PIT, or Proactive Intercept team, are out in force.
Early shift, so the criminals are starting to wake up. They're out on the roads.
Among them, Craig Davis and Harry Jeffrey.
So we'll be looking for any dodgy cars, any dodgy folk wandering about. And look at getting them stopped.
6'6" Harry is known as Big H. He's only been a cop 3 years, but this beefy boxing fan is a pretty handy bloke to have in your corner.
Got a number of units in the area, so we can get behind the car in these unmarked vehicles and we can put tactics in place to stop that pursuit from happening.
The PIT team prowl the streets in high-powered unmarked beamers, using intel to track down wanted motors.
Just go vehicle details, mate. I know it's a Corsa.
But like a pack of hungry wolves, if they see something juicy, they'll pounce.
Colleagues have just sighted a Vauxhall Corsa in city centre of Leeds, showing no insurance and links to drugs. It's ducked off from them by the time they've turned around, so we're just doing a bit of an area search, see if we can spot it.
There are 4 other PIT units searching for the silver Corsa.
So the unit's just sighted it again, possibly somewhere up here. Yeah. So they're coming towards us, I think.
The target's heading their way. To intercept it, Craig and Big H need to exit the roundabout and lie low.
Right. It's going over the flyover.
It's going over the flyover.
Teamwork and timing are everything.
Right, mate, we're on slip. We'll pull in behind you.
Craig and Big H crawl along the slip, waiting for their prey to overtake.
Thank you.
They're behind us now.
There she goes, unaware of the unmarked Beamer right behind. Craig and Big H fall into line. With all units in place, the unmarked makes itself known with a blast of blue light, which appears to have the desired effect, but the driver...
They're running!
feels like stretching his legs. And Big H is out of the traps too. But there's more to this suspect than fancy footwork. A camera in another cop car captures the moment he transforms from Peter Parker to Spider-Man. The web slinger's vanished into a private residential area. Big H has to run to the end of the block to try and cut him off.
He's coming towards Paul!
And has clocked Spidey through the trees.
Stay where you are! Stay where you are! Put your hands in your head! Hands behind your head!
The suspect has started jumping fences through a row of private gardens.
He's going towards that way! Over here. Yeah. Come on, mate.
And he's not there to prune the roses.
He could get back out to York Road. Just contain York Road.
On the street in front of the houses, Craig has enlisted some friendly neighbourhood watch.
Say again, sorry? What kind of person are you speaking about? Chap says he's seen him jumping over his back gardens.
The resident thinks the suspect is holed up in a garden in the middle of the block.
Craig! Mash, come with me!
Rather than scale 5 or 6 fences to find him, Big H wants direct access.
Can you let me through? We'll go round. No, hold there, mate. Cover in case he comes through. Yeah. Mash, come with me.
The resident escorts Big H to the back, where he climbs the fence to get a 360 of his surroundings.
Have you seen him come over this one?
But the trail has gone cold.
Craig, just keep the front contained, mate. We might go into houses. Yeah, no problems. I have got it contained on this roadside, mate.
Spider-Man has gone to ground. It's up to Big H to weed him out. In Leeds, the pit team pulled a silver Corsa that had a marker for drugs.
They're running!
Its quick-footed driver scarpered, disappearing into a private residential area and leaping fences like a racehorse.
Stay where you are! Can you let me through?
Harry Big H Jeffrey has headed deep into the row of gardens to try and dig him out.
Craig, just keep the front contained, mate. We might go into houses. Yeah, no problems. I have got it contained on this roadside, mate.
Now cops have contained the entire block of houses on all sides.
Well, dogs are only 2 minutes away.
Canine support is on its way. But who needs dogs when you've got Big H?
Come out now! Come out now! Come out! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Hand behind your back now! Hand behind your back! Do it now! Where it drugs? Whatever. Put your hand back. Put your hand behind your back now. What's up, mate? You were in here. Suspicion theft of motor vehicle.
On the street, news of the bust has filtered through to Craig.
Next 3 months, we should have a He's got a little man bag on him, so I'd hazard a guess and say that he was potentially dealing, and information intelligence says so. So you don't run from a car for no reason, do you? We're going to have to take him for real up.
The runner is marched through a house and back to the street where his carriage awaits.
Right, mate, further to the offences, you're also arrested on suspicion possess cannabis. Still remind you under caution, yeah? Come in. Take a seat then. Watch your head.
But one small bag of weed hardly makes him Scarface.
We found there's some drugs on him. Whether he's hidden more in the garden, we don't know. So we're going to systematically go through. He's had a lot of time in there, so could have hidden all sorts, so who knows what we'll find.
While Big H searches the gardens, colleagues back at the roadside get in touch.
I've given the vehicle a quick search, mate. There's a man bag under the front seat. It's got about 60, 70 quid in cash in it. And then there's like a black bin liner full of those round plastic tubs that put cannabis into deal. It's got about 300 of them in. But other than that, it's just document offences that they sent.
Intel has linked the car to drug dealing, but unless they find hard evidence, the man can't be locked up for it.
Obviously the bag were open, so I wasn't sure if he'd dumped a load more. I'm just looking through, I can't find any more. If we can negate any other offences, it can just be dealt with at roadside, I would have thought.
No big score for Big H, but back at the roadside, he reflects on a chase that might have ended very differently.
He jumps over into gardens there. What's he going to do if a member of the public confronts him in a garden? It's all what ifs and unknowns, but he's obviously run away. We want to jump over a fence that you can't see the other side of. Just shows how reckless he is.
It's also come to light why the man chose to run rather than take a car chase.
Never take chase, mate. It's not worth it.
Not worth it with my partner.
His partner and child were in the car with him when he was stopped.
There you go, mate. That's your copy. And always remember, you can't outrun the thunder.
The Thunders seized the car.
There's your bag. Minus drugs.
And Lightning can toddle off home. He was given a community resolution order for possession of cannabis. For driving without a licence and without insurance, he received 8 points and was ordered to pay £932 in fines and costs.
Police 1, bad guys 0. Good morning's work so far. Cool off a bit now, a warm day for running about.
You absolute lying piece of shit!
On the front line of crime,
Me, you liar! Liar!
interceptors meet their fair share of unpleasant customers.
Oh, get off the car! People shouldn't mistake my niceness for weakness here.
So a strong stomach
Oh, there we go.
and a thick skin
Stop.
What are you doing? This is a Hugo Boss top.
Don't care.
You can't afford that.
are all part of the job description.
You're a public servant, yeah?
Oh, here we
So
go.
behave like a public servant, all right?
Here we go.
Personally, people could call me any name under the sun. I'm not bothered. I've heard most of it, if not all of it, before. But the amount of verbal abuse that we can get it's like a barrage. It gets to the point where somebody's trying and trying and trying, and all they're trying to do is they're trying to get a reaction out of you. They get more and more frustrated if you just keep quiet.
It's late on a bank holiday evening. Interceptors Gav Pearson and Shane Kenny have pulled a female driver on a dark country lane who was driving with no lights on.
When were your last drink? About half an hour ago.
She's got more than a faint whiff of booze about her.
Okay, all you need to do is take a right deep breath and keep blowing until I say stop, all right? That's good, keep going, keep going, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. That's it, good, stop. You've blown over. I knew you said you would, dear.
She's almost 3 times the legal limit.
What that means now is that you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit, all right?
She's risked it tonight thinking probably she won't get caught. And unfortunate for her, we've been coming this way and managed to conduct a stop of her tonight.
The woman will need to provide an evidential test back at the station. But as they head into Leeds city centre, with the woman still in the car, Gav and Shane spot a second suspicious-looking motor.
You're going to stop, mate, or what?
This bloke has had his hazards on.
How far are you going here, dude?
Because he's been driving around town with a flat tyre.
I'll just go and have a quick chat. I'll be a sec. How we doing?
Right. Not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah.
You been drinking? You look like you have, buddy.
No. If you look on this side, someone threw a road cone in the middle of the road.
Just breathe on me. You've just had loads of mint. Spit the mint out. You have been drinking, you. You have. I can smell it on your breath.
All right, do a breathalyzer.
I can smell it on your breath, dude. I'm just going to bob these on, all right, a minute.
Gav's sixth sense is working overtime.
See if we can get beat unit here. I got a feeling, mate.
An ex-army martial arts master, Gav knows how to stay zen even in the white heat of battle.
Just come round here, bud.
No problem. Yeah, no problem, mate. You got a breathalyzer or something?
Yeah, I've got one here, dude.
With the female drink driver still in his car, Gav takes the man to the boot to breathalyse him.
How old are you?
Me, 25.
You 30?
29, I'm too used to telling women 29.
You're really twitchy. Have you taken anything else?
I'm doing that because I got, look what's on my hands, all the rubber. I was just doing it to you. I got out and tried to change the tyre,
Right.
pump it up.
Take a deep breath, seal your lips, and blow nice and steadily. Don't blow as hard as you can. Keep going, a little bit harder, keep going, a bit harder, come on. Stop. Thank you.
Where we going?
45.
45?
You're over. You're over.
He's not over by much, but a miss is good as a mile.
At this minute in time, you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit.
The man will also need to do another test back at the Nick, so his missus and mate will have to find their own way home.
Let's just get my handbag out.
You can get it out in a second. Let me just sort this out first, okay?
The glory. Let me have his pride of glory.
Hey.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm being
come
fair
on.
with
That's
you.
what Mrs. wants her
Right,
handbag. I know how you
listen.
lot work. On them
Hey,
cameras, it would have said
listen.
stolen. It didn't say
No, are you
stolen.
listening?
No, I am
I don't know you.
But it didn't say stolen.
I
No,
don't
no,
know
not
you.
But it don't matter. That would have said stolen. It don't
I
say
don't know
stolen.
you. I
Doesn't
don't know
matter.
the
You don't
car.
need to touch me like a dickhead.
I'm asking you to put
Did
your
it
hands
come
down.
up
Put your hands
stolen on
down.
the camera? Look, my
Put
hands
your
are
hands
down.
down.
My hands are down as far
Chill
as
yourself
you
out then.
Did
Chill
it come
yourself
up
out
stolen?
then.
No, it didn't.
Chill yourself
You come
out
up
then.
stolen
Chill
because
yourself
you looked
out.
at me and thought he's had a
Chill. No,
No,
you're
stop
driving
me.
on a deflated
me.
tyre.
As Gav runs some simple checks on the motor, the man turns on him.
My missus asked for a handbag.
Yeah, and I said I'm going to check the car out.
Did it come up stolen?
Doesn't matter, does it? It might have only just been nicked. It might have only just been nicked.
Don't treat me like a dickhead. Just
Well, you're acting like one.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
You're acting
are.
like a bigger dickhead. You won't get my
Calm
girlfriend.
yourself down.
No, but you
Calm
got
yourself
computers,
down.
highly technology.
Calm
forward
yourself
officers
down.
That are meant to be the best.
Calm,
of the
yeah,
best.
and I'm dealing with
So
you,
it
so I
didn't
can't
come
do
up
it, can
stolen.
I?
So why the you telling me?
Have I run it through? Have I run it through yet? Right then.
Go home.
All attempts to calm the suspect down just rile him up even more.
Point four over. And he's treating me like I'm driving around like I'm off the limit. Babe, get out of his face. I swear I'm gonna kick off. Hey, get out of his face before I kick off. Go get your shit.
The man's now so wound up, Gav reckons booze isn't the only thing coursing through his veins.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you for a sample of saliva, okay, to have a drugs test. Okay? To do it, you're going to be arrested and dealt with for it.
Deal with me how you want to deal with me.
The man's behaviour is now upsetting the female drink driver in the back, so Gav moves him away.
I'm not going to tolerate.
I don't care.
I am not going to tolerate you being this disrespectful. I've been respectful as anything to you. All right?
I don't care, you know
Hey,
that, innit?
I don't give a
Listen,
monkeys if you
listen,
care
listen,
or not.
listen,
Trust me, you'll be on the floor
I
in
don't
1
care. Put me on the
second.
floor. Do you want to put me on
Calm
the
yourself
floor?
down.
I'll go on the floor for you.
Calm
I will
yourself
go on the
down.
floor for you. Do you want me to go on the floor? That makes
Do
you
as
feel
you're
bad.
told.
Yeah, you told me go on the floor.
The situation is threatening to boil over, but Gav keeps cool even when the abuse gets personal.
I'm asking you to calm down.
Listen, see this geezer
You're getting
here?
to calm down.
His wife don't get it at all. That's why he's acting like a... Hold on. No, him. He's a prick.
Fortunately, a second cop car has now arrived, so Gav can have another go at getting a drug wipe.
Yeah, one step at a
Take a
time.
seat in the car,
One step
please.
at a time.
You've asked a
Yeah,
seat
but
in the
I
car.
am, but you don't
Take
need
a
to
seat in the
admit
car,
that.
please.
Thank
Take
you.
a seat in the
Thank
car.
you. Thank
Sit
you,
down.
mate. I will, no
Sit down.
problem, mate.
Get in the car.
Power free.
Right. I'm going to ask you now,
Yeah. Give me
and this is the only last chance to give a saliva sample. Stick your tongue out. Just rub your tongue round inside your mouth, get more saliva. Right, stick your tongue out.
Finally, the man complies.
Gav.
Yo.
You got keys?
Yeah, mate.
Shane takes the distressed female drink driver off to the Nick.
Aye.
And Shouty Man's mates are ushered away too.
Go on. So come on, please, just go. Thank you. Go.
Because of his behaviour and threats of violence, cops call for a van.
Pussies can't even take me in the car, they got to get a van.
Yeah, right.
and the result of his drug wipe is no big surprise to Gav.
He's gone positive for cannabis and cocaine, so he's obviously under influence of other things. He's a delightful individual. Hopefully Van will be a quick get him on his way to custody.
But after half an hour, there's still no sign of the van and the man flips.
You need to calm down.
You think
you've
got half a chance of knocking out of
calm
me,
down.
you ain't got a clue what's coming, bruv.
Okay.
Because I will up you up on the way, do you understand?
All right.
I'm going to make sure you hate me, bruv. I'm going to make sure you swing the first bang, and when you do, I'm going to break your arm like you never could believe.
All right, fella.
But ice-cool Gav refuses to bite.
He's upset because he's been caught drink driving and he's been caught drug driving. And that's what his problem is. And now he wants to turn around and try and make us out to be the people in the wrong and try and make us react, to make us do something that he can turn around and complain about. So, leave him to it. Let him shout and scream all he wants. He makes a fool of himself. And it just adds to our evidence, doesn't it? So,
He's a wanker.
yeah.
He's a wanker.
After 90 minutes, Gav gets word that the van they've been waiting for has been delayed.
Sit down.
So it's off to Elland Road, Nick. By the time they get there, the man's mood has swung back again.
Right, deep breath, seal your lips and blow.
And he happily provides an evidential breath test.
Keep going, keep going. There you go, 19 and 20.
Get in, lad.
Which he passes.
Hey.
But Gav reckons the blood test will tell a different story.
Next.
From his behaviour, straight away, you can see one under influence of something, really irate, really hyper, wanting to get in your face, wanting to be lady. So we've managed to get maybe quite a dangerous person off the road, because inevitably with drink and drugs comes accidents, and unfortunately people lose their life through that.
The blood test confirmed the man to have illegal drugs in his system. He was disqualified from driving for 3 years. The female, that blew almost 3 times over, was convicted of drink driving and disqualified for 18 months. A 2-for-1 bank holiday bonanza for Gav.
It's been a really peculiar night. It's you can't write it, but that's policing. Unpredictable.
Still to come.
We've got one going in Gibson.
A dodgy driver.
X-ray Romeo 41 to XW.
With an even dodgier story.
Yo, don't worry, mate. I'm not going anywhere. The car's all legit, mate. I only got brought what this morning.
Onwards.
It's late afternoon. In a residential area east of Leeds, Interceptors Chris Harding and Tom Walkin are just half an hour into their shift.
The Astra. Make sure there's not held on it.
An Astra travelling in the opposite direction has pinged their automated number plate recognition, or ANPR camera. Chris has pulled a Yui. The suspect's floored it, overtaking another motor, and is already disappearing from view.
We've got one going in Gibson.
It's a good job Chris has the eyes of a hawk.
X-ray Romeo 41 to XW. Good effort on that. Romeo 41 vehicle filling to stop. Bear with me, decab.
The passenger's out first, but Tom's after the driver.
Give me your hands.
Yo, don't worry, mate. I'm not going anywhere. The car's all legit, mate.
Well, why are you doing one like that for?
Why am I doing what?
Hands in front. Have you got one you shouldn't have?
No, mate.
Why are you driving like that then?
Driving like what?
You'll know what.
The driver's compliant. His passenger, not so much.
Right, before you jump in back in my van.
No, I probably won't get
Go away a minute, mate,
car's
while
legal,
it's
bro. No, don't worry.
Go away from me then.
I ain't got nothing on me, mate. Go away from me. It's only vehicle. It only got brought, what? This morning, it's just waiting to get insured.
Jump in. So you're not insured?
No, not yet.
It sounds like the driver's got his story all worked out.
Right, stupid that, wasn't it? Just no insurance.
Just no insurance, mate. It's all tax and all the paper.
Right, no, this kid will sort you.
Having a new car is no excuse for driving without insurance. But if that's his only crime, he'll get 6 points and be on his way.
Full licence? No licence either. Right, no worries, we can deal with all that.
No insurance and now no licence. The lad's in a pickle and needs help fast.
It's my car.
Is that your mum?
It turns out the lad had screeched to a halt outside his family home.
Are you insured on
I
it?
have to take my kids to school. I've only just bought the car today.
It's not insured though, is it?
I bought it about 25 minutes ago.
Mum's come to save the day, but her story doesn't match her boy's.
My insurance company, I'm online doing it now.
Yeah, but it's not insured and he's been driving about.
Mum insists she's in the process of sorting the insurance.
Not wanted her out stupid like that. Ever been locked up before? Right. Moment in time. Caution. No, you're not under arrest. You're not under arrest. I'm going to caution you at moment in time. All right. The offences are failing to stop. No insurance and no licence at the moment. Obviously, if we find out else, we'll deal with that. What are you doing then? Just taking them for a spin to show, mate?
No, listen, because my mum don't trust the car unless like someone's actually done it before it knows like testing that car, making sure it's working with someone before it's insured and puts the kids in it to take it to school.
So making sure it was safe.
The lad claims he was test driving his mum's new motor. Tom's unimpressed with his methods.
If you'd continued to drive where you were, you'd have been bordering on dangerous. Yeah. And then
that's why I pulled up as soon as I actually, because I seen you got to the top of the street, that's when I seen you blue lights, and I thought, I'm not taking chase, I'm not doing anything stupid. But I just brought the car on the street.
You overtook something though, didn't you? That was a bit daft.
A bit stupid, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry doesn't usually cut it, but it could be his lucky day.
What I propose to do, if obviously there is no else outstanding on you, don't that. We'll sort you here, do a quick roadside interview if you're happy to do that with me. Yeah. And then you'll just be reported for those offences. All right. X-ray Romeo 41. Could you do as a person check, please?
Providing the lad's particulars check out, he'll be free to go.
Is there a warrant out for you?
It shouldn't be, no, why?
Romeo 41, and you code 12, please.
Yes.
He's wanted for minor road traffic offences, 24th of April at Leeds Magistrate.
That was before I got locked up and I didn't get the court case through.
Despite claiming he didn't have a record, it turns out he's a wanted man.
Basically, I got locked up for 28 days on recall and I ain't had the letter for court or nothing. I've not had nothing back from this, and you've just said then, and it is, I ain't had nothing back from this yet.
He's pleading ignorance. Unfortunately, that won't wash.
We'll deal with your road traffic stuff now, but we're going to have to take you to custody, mate. If your mum's sorting insurance out now, we'll leave the car here. All right.
Oi, tell Mum I'll be up at court in the morning.
She's coming up in a minute. I'm going to have a chat with her.
They're driving offences, but I think it's only points in a ban anyway.
A quick check with Mum reveals she's now insured the motor, so it won't be seized. But her lad's off to the nick.
I'll see you in the morning.
Back in custody, the suspect's booked in, and Tom thinks he's made a discovery.
What's that in your sock?
So, my girlfriend's socks.
Is that what it is? The frills? Beautiful. Are they matching though? That's the question.
Oh yeah, matching, man.
Oh, frilly matching. I like it. I like your style. So, skinny tracksuit bottoms. I thought they were from small boys section then.
Luckily, Interceptors won't charge you for crimes against fashion.
Take it easy, pal. See you later, kid.
See you later.
He was reported for failing to stop and driving without a licence or insurance, but the case was dismissed at court. For the previous offences of driving without a licence or insurance and driving without due care and attention, he was disqualified for 6 months.
The police Interceptors will be back in 2 weeks' time.
We may be in lockdown, but spring waits for no one, especially Springtime on the Farm. The new series begins Easter Monday at 8. After the break, a violent prison-dodging stalker puts the team on red alert. Inside the Force 24/7 is new next.